Yes, sir. Welcome to the Porterweight podcast. Showtime, Shawn P. We got Sean Zittel over here. My left, your right, more than likely. And then over here, C. What'd you call yourself? Cam? We going with Cam?
That's just my initials. We tried CR some ones for
Merk.
For laser tag.
Yeah, Carson A. Merk, my guy. We're missing Ant today. No clue what my guy is doing. Probably. I mean, I got a clue, but I probably should.
Wrangling up some sponsorships from what I know.
Probably. Listen, this is officially the special edition Olympic episode. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time is get back involved with the U.S. Olympic team. I was a member of the 2008 team as an alternate. Went over to China for the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games as an alternate, did not compete. Came home and shortly after that turned pro. But ever since that time, and well, first of all, anybody who watches the podcast knows that the amateurs hold a special place in my heart, and I really religiously tend to go with whoever's been a U.S. Olympian or an Olympian in general, or just had tons of amateur experience. And so, with that being said, just this last year, I've probably been wanting to get back involved with the Olympic program since 2000 and maybe 2013, 2014. And just neither here nor there, situations have come up and never did it. But last year at least, I said, I'm doing it. I'm getting involved. I started making phone calls, and slowly but surely SMF got involved, and we started doing some things, talking to everyone at the Olympic program. And then, of course, we kicked off the Porterweight podcast. And it was like, there's no way these guys are going to leave U.S. soil for the Olympic Games without coming on this podcast. Sure. And so without further ado, y'all get ready, because we're going to have somewhat of a Brady Bunch type of feel with all the squares that we got going on.
Not that they're squares, but they will be squares on the screen.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Brady Bunch was a good show, by the way.
Listen, we're going to welcome in the 2020/2021 U.S. Olympic team. Welcome to the Porterway podcast, fellas, and ladies as well.
Thank you for having us.
But slowly unmute yourself.
So it was good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, welcome to the Porterway podcast. I'm sure y'all been keeping up with this, but we do everything boxing here. It doesn't matter who you with, what you're doing, how big or how small you are. If you're doing something big, we definitely want to put some light on it and shine, let y'all shine. So outside of my suit, this is all on y'all today. So I told the boys right before we came on, we want y'all to individually introduce yourself, introduce where you're from, all of your accolades, if you got them right on off the top of the dome, all that good stuff, and we'll just kind of go around the rooms and get everybody introduced, and then we'll go from there. So who we got on the screen right now?
Hi, I'm Oshae Jones. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I'm 23 years old. I come from a family of fighters. I was the first woman to win gold at the 2019 Pan Am American Games at my weight class, 152. I won the last two tournaments gold that I was at. I won Olympic trials, 5-0 unanimous decisions for all my fights, and I'm ready for Tokyo.
I love it. Let me ask you a question right quick before we keep going. You said you come from a family of fighters. Is that something? What does that mean to you when it comes to you specifically in the boxing ring?
I really don't like mentioning that because
you mentioned it though. Wow.
I know it's a habit though. It's a habit, but I just wanted to let everybody know my home gym is with my family basically. But yes, okay. My dad is my coach, just like you. So we got that in common. My big brother is my coach also, and I have a little brother, Oshae Jones III, who's pro. So it's like a family affair.
So for anybody that doesn't know, and I actually have this problem with my dad right now. My dad is like, listen, it's camp time. You got to get away from the family. You got to get away from everything at home. You're too comfortable. Get out of there. When you got your family at home, a family of fighters, it's kind of like you're in the atmosphere of boxing all the time. So when you say, man, I've been winning so many gold medals, I placed number one. It don't matter where I'm at. I can't tell you what the tournament was right off the top. All I can tell you is that I won it. it's because you just always focused on your game. So good job, Oshae.
Thank you.
Who we got next?
Yeah, I'll go. Hey, I'm Virginia, or you can call me Ginny Fuchs. I'm from Houston, Texas. And I kind of started boxing late in the game. I started boxing in college when I was attending LSU. And I think I've been on the team the longest. I won the Olympic trials back in 2016, but came up short and didn't qualify my weight class, but still went with the team to Rio and experienced the games. And I've been keeping my number one spot these past, 5-6 years now. Bronze in the 2018 Worlds. I was undefeated in 2017. I won gold in all my tournaments. Wow. And then I obviously won silver at the Pan Am Games in 2019. And then won the Olympic trials for this team. And along with the how the rankings went with Argentina. And I've qualified, obviously, for the games for what'd y'all say, 2020/21 Olympic Games.
And Ginny, do you think you obviously, like you said, you didn't participate in 2016, but do you think just being there helps as far as nerves and just kind of the atmosphere where it might give you an advantage over some of the other fighters?
Yeah, definitely. Just the whole experience and seeing how, it was run and just how everything went. Yeah, definitely. I feel like it makes me more ready for Tokyo. I know it's going to be a little different with the COVID protocols, but I still feel like, I have a little advantage over that.
One more question for you, Ginny. Going to LSU and not getting into boxing until college, was there a boxing program at LSU, or did you just kind of find it at college?
No. So I actually went to LSU as a walk-on for the cross country and track team.
Nice.
I got in a little trouble, got kicked off for a prank I did. But then I had met a professional boxer and I became really good friends with him. And that's kind of how I got introduced to boxing.
Okay.
And so I started boxing through just a club in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, got you. And then, I'm sorry, one more question. Are you a LSU graduate?
Yeah, I graduated in 2011 with a BS in kinesiology.
Nice. All right, we're gonna keep it going. I don't know what I don't know.
Oh no, Ginny, are you trained out of Juan Diaz's gym out there in Houston? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm out of Juan Diaz, and Duran Richard is my coach at home. Yeah.
Nice. I was a big Baby Bull fan, so I wish the best to you, Ginny, of course.
Hey,
yeah.
Listen,
thank you.
I like her accolades as well.
No doubt.
Good job, Ginny. Next female, please.
Okay, so I'll go.
There she is.
So I'm Naomi Graham. I'm in the Army. I'm a staff sergeant in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the World Class Athlete program. I was a world team member in 2015. I've been winning the national since 2017. I have gotten a bronze medal at Worlds, and I won the Pan American Games in 2019, and a few other gold medals in other international tournaments as well.
Awesome. I'm a little caught up, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in just a second. But WCAP represent. And I know my good friend Boyd / brother Boyd sent me a picture y'all the other day. He told me to tell you hello.
You said what was that?
Boyd Melson.
Boyd Melson.
Yes.
Yeah, he sent me a picture just the other day. He told me to tell you hello. That's awesome.
And Naomi, obviously, everyone is going to have pride in representing the U.S. as you go over there. Do you feel maybe even a little boost of that being in the armed services?
Oh, definitely, because I feel like it's a chance to represent my country in two different ways, and it just means a lot to me, as a soldier and an athlete. That's a really big thing for me because, I'm a soldier first. So it's a really big thing for me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Naomi, you're taking over the Olympic spot that was occupied the last two go-rounds with Clarissa Shields.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. What's that like for you?
Well, yeah, of course, that's big shoes to fill, but I'm confident in myself. I believe in myself, and I know I can bring home a gold medal as well.
Was there ever times you guys competed in the amateurs before she turned pro, when you were still competing there as well?
Yes, we actually fought at the trials in 2015.
Nice.
And I actually was at I made it to my first trials with 10 fights. And she was actually my first fight.
That can't be a lot of fun.
I'm sure you held your own though. So.
Huh? Oh yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I got caught up because these ladies sound good. They kicking the accolades out the door.
Yeah.
And y'all know how competitive I am. I'm like, if one guy come on here and say, I just got here, you know, I'm here to do my best, I'm gonna be mad. So fellas, y'all gotta represent too. But I know the women gonna do the dang thing over there. We got one more young lady, right?
No, Rashida, I don't think they said.
Speedy Rashida
could make it.
Oh, she couldn't make it?
Yeah.
I was going to ask if that speed runs in the family,
It
man.
does.
Her brothers.
No, you don't even need to ask.
There you go. There you go. Carson will let me go. So shout out to Rashida.
All right, fellas, you up.
My name Troy Isley. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia. 10-time national champion, 6-time international medalist, bronze medal at the World Championships, bronze at Pan American Games, and, you know, looking to take gold, definitely take gold at this 2021 Olympics.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Yeah, you said what else you had?
Yeah, I'm from a hardworking family. Six siblings, but 2 parents, hardworking. You know, not too rough growing up. You know, yeah.
Very good.
And
Very
Troy,
good.
you had Bud in your corner for one of your pro fights. You got a couple fights under your belt so far, right?
Yeah, two pro fights.
Obviously 2 wins. With how has he given you any advice as far as going into this?
Going into going back into the amateurs or going pro?
No, just going to the Olympics, big tournament, big stage.
Well, I mean, he just said, you know, use my jab, and let my hands go.
So Troy, you got 6 brothers and sisters, you said?
3 brothers.
3
brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the youngest.
So y'all are the real Isley brothers now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's between the ropes instead of between the sheets.
There you go. He's gonna step between the ropes.
That's what's up.
But Troy, you know, I know Duke isn't here yet either, and you and Duke fought on the same cards out here in Las Vegas. Maybe twice, but I know for sure once. And I want Keyshawn to talk about this too. And how tough you think that's going to be, or what's the challenge? You know, going from that professional style where you get to take your time and now back to the Olympic style.
I mean, it's pretty tough, but I mean, I only had 2 fights, so I don't think it's too far from making an adjustment. But you know, we just got to get back used to it. You know, I mean, the training we've been doing out here is, you know, helping us out. You know, throwing a lot of punches and getting us used to it. But I think you know, when the fight time actually comes, I think, you know, we'll just snap out of it and we'll be ready.
Just beat up the other person. Usually a good strategy.
Yeah.
A lot of times when guys turn pro, they still turn pro with the amateur style.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us been fighting like that for so long, and we watch boxing on TV, and so we know, you know, you got to pace yourself, and you know, it's about the big punch, not about how many punches and all that, but the bell rings in our mind is still like, this is what I do to win, you know. So I'm sure Troy won't have a problem at all getting back to everything you've done to this point. 6 international medals, man. That's amazing, man. Proud of you for that.
Appreciate it.
Good job too, man. Who's next?
There we go. The big
dog. That's the captain.
Yeah, let's hear the heavyweight.
My name is Richard Torrez. I am the super heavyweight. I am from a small town called Tulare, California. I'm a 3rd-generation boxer. I've won things like Golden Gloves. I haven't lost to the United States in the past 8 years. I've been on the U.S.A. elite team. I've gone through the ranks actually from junior to youth all the way to elite. And I've been on the elite team going on, I think this is my 4th year. I am currently number 1 in the continent and going into the Olympics as a 3rd seed.
Man, we got a strong team. I know we ain't talked to everybody yet, but we got a strong team, man. We got a strong team. That's what's up. Nice to meet you, my man. And we talked offline, so I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
We'll get back. No,
Richard,
you got something to tell?
You know, before we went on, talked about how you can be facing guys bigger than you, you know, in these Olympics and going forward as a pro. You know, how much do you, you know, maybe have watched tape or take inspiration from guys like Holyfield or Andy Ruiz? You know, even Shawn here had to beat guys a lot taller than him. So, yeah, do you take inspiration from them or anything stylistically?
Yeah, I mean, they say the average super heavyweight in the elite amateur division is 6'5" and about 260, and I am 6'1", 225 right now.
Wow.
But yeah, I study. You know, I study the film all the time, and you know, being a third generation boxer too. My dad's my coach, and he's actually a shorter guy when he fought in his division. So I try to bring that with me too.
What was your dad's? Did your dad fight professional too, or was he just competing in the amateurs?
No, my dad was like 200 and had like 254 fights in the amateur division. He was ranked like 4th and 5th in the world in 2 different weight classes. But his dream was always go to the Olympics, and he made it to the trials. After he didn't make it to the Olympics, he decided to go to college, and he became an administrator.
Nice. Listen,
So you made it happen. You made it. Your dad always wanted to get there, and his son was able to get there.
Yeah, my dad stood on the shoulders of my grandpa, and I'm standing on the shoulders of him.
Nice.
Beautiful, man.
Love it.
That's perfect. Listen, it seems to be when I was in the Olympic program, it was all about how fast you were, how many punches you threw, and how you outpointing the guy across from you. Now it's more like it's about power. You know, they're scoring on the 10-9 system like they do in the pros. Do you carry the kind of power you need to, you know, kind of lean some of these guys and put them on their backs and get through them?
No, I believe so. You know, I'm not one to talk about like how well I could do things, but I think about 60% of my fights come by either stoppage or knockout in the amateur division. So that's pretty good. You know, even though it's the power's in the game in the super heavyweight division, I do have an engine on me, and I could go for 3 rounds. So what may be strong in the first round for them is going to be really strong in the third also.
Yeah,
man, you get me hyped.
I saw some Shawn Porter in him watching the tapes.
Oh yeah,
Did you?
Yeah.
Don't put that on him.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, don't put that on me.
Hey, what do you mean? It's a compliment both ways.
He said I don't got power, so there's that.
No.
I don't say that. The tape says that.
I think Richard knows what I mean.
Yeah,
I got it. Yeah.
Good to meet you, Rich. Who's next?
Oh yeah, my name is Duke Reagan. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I got a silver medal at the 2017 World Championships, a silver medal at the 2019 Pan American Games, 2016 National Golden Glove champion, 2016 U.S. Nationals, and 2018 U.S. Nationals.
Mm-hmm. And you from Cincy, so who's been training you and all that kind of stuff out there?
My dad was originally my trainer, but I went to tournaments with guys like with the Gym Cincinnati Gun Gloves with the trainer Mike Stafford.
So you train with
my dad was like, yeah, we me and my dad had our own gym, but we went to like Mike Stafford gym on like sparring days and stuff like that to get work with Rashid.
Just about to say anybody that don't know about Cincy is nothing but talent over there. So
who's your favorite fighter from Cincy? All time.
Rashid Warren.
Nice.
Rashid Warren. Yeah.
I can dig it.
What weight you fighting that dude?
125, 57 kilos.
So just slightly bigger than.
I'm actually professional. I'm 4-0, 1 knockout.
Right.
Yep.
And the knockout was fierce too. That was the debut, huh?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Put him down.
You like it so
He
far?
put him down.
We try not to go too much into the pro thing right now, but you like it so far out of 4-0?
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah, yes sir. I mess with it, man. I mess.
Yeah. I dig it. All right, who's next?
But my name is Keyshawn Davis. I'm from
You in a rental car,
Virginia.
man? What you doing?
Nah, I ain't no rental car, man.
Where y'all at?
We in the hotel.
You ain't in the hotel. You in a rental? You in the car?
Nah, I'm in. Yeah.
Oh, my fault. I shouldn't. I probably.
Yeah, you airing them out.
We go. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway. My name is Keyshawn Davis from North Virginia. Boxing home with Brenagh Whitaker. I'm 22 years old. I also come from a boxing family. DB3, Davis brothers, and it's 3 of us. We all fight. I got plenty national tournaments I won, but I can say I won the Elite Nationals about 4 years in a row. I won the Olympic trials. I'm a silver medalist in the Pan American Games, and I'm a silver medalist in the World Championships. And I'm currently ranked number 2 in the world right now.
Yeah.
I got one for Keith.
Yeah.
All right. Keyshawn, you know, this is as far as the Olympics go, this is a super fight. You know who you got to get over to win the gold medal.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz from Cuba. How do you get past him this time? I hope that's the gold medal match right there. How you get past him this time, Keyshawn?
If he makes it, tell him, Keyshawn, if he makes it.
Right. I'm glad you said that. I watched his past 2 fights, and he ain't look like the Andy Cruz I've been fighting. But I'm preparing for the best Andy Cruz, of course. And how I'm gonna beat him this time is I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna let more punches go. I feel like I'm a lot faster, stronger, and a lot smarter. Coming for the professional ranks, my defense definitely tightened up, especially with the small gloves. I just feel like I'm a way better fighter now. You know, I was 19 fighting that grown man. You know,
right.
I'm 22 now. Now I feel like a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So I just think I'm gonna outthink him more, just be more elusive, be more smarter, be more poised, relaxed, and just get the W for real. It should be hard if I give it 110%.
Here you go. Like that.
Because that's gonna be I'm excited for that matchup. That's going to be a little contrast from what you've been doing in the pros, because in the pros you've been priding yourself on taking your time, but you know, in the amateurs it sounds like it's more about activity, you know, just getting the numbers up there. Not so that going to be, so we're going to see
that's what the coaches preach us. And to a certain extent they're right, but I felt like when I was amateur before I went pro, I didn't really have a super fast pace like all the other international fighters, because I realized that all the international fighters, they all focus on intensity. American fighters, we focus on skill and then letting our hands go. You know what I'm saying? So I never let the intensity take away my skill. So now that I picked up more skill in the professional ranks, you know, it should be easier. That's how I'm thinking right now. But still have the same work ethic.
Nice.
Yeah, fighting on 2 Canelo undercards, I think, prepares anyone for anything. So I think you're going to be in good shape.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You got it.
Tiger. Let's go, boss.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tiger Johnson from Cleveland, Ohio.
Fresh cut. Fresh cut.
Yeah, it does have the fresh cut.
I'm a 6-time national champion. Been on the U.S.A. team since 2016 in 3 different weight classes. I come from a family of boxers, you know, uncles and cousins. You know, you probably know him, Shawn, but, you know, around 2016, I was at a point where I didn't know what I was going to be. Like, I didn't know where my life was headed at that time, because I went to my first U.S. Nationals in Reno, lost to Ryan Garcia. And after that, I didn't know what I was going to do in life, you know? So then I got the call around right after Rio. They called me in as the number 3 to come in for Youth Worlds. Ended up getting gold and pretty much just been on the road since then. 2 weeks later, won my first Elite Nationals. Then, you know, just been on the road since then, you know, bronze medalist in Pan American Games, you know, won the Olympic trials. So, Clint Martin was my first coach. He passed away a couple years ago before my first Golden Gloves. You know, made a promise to him that I would be his Olympic gold medalist. And, you know, just kept that same dream.
Yeah.
Who's the best pro fighter ever out of Cleveland?
Shit, Shawn. But no, we got a lot of.
I was gonna say for now, yeah.
Yeah, you got Mickey had a nice run.
We even got some pros coming up though, man. Shout out to Shawn, you know, Charles Conwell, Terrell. We got a lot of fighters coming up.
Yeah, no, it's funny. You could say that I'm the best from Cleveland, right? But I'll say right now, for now, you know, because I know a lot of y'all young guns, man. Y'all coming fast. When it comes to the Godfather, Clint Martin, who was my dad's first coach when my dad was a little kid, and then was my dad actually let him train me, was my first trainer until my dad took over, and then years later, when I won my first championship title, the NABO title, my dad takes me back to Clint. Like, hey, he did it, but let's make sure everything is right.
Yeah.
And Clint don't let the littlest thing you do wrong, he make it the biggest thing. And we get to a point where, hey, let me remind y'all, like I'm like 25 at this point, and Clint is yelling at me like I'm 5. And I said, Clint, what you want me to do? But that was Clint. And that's my dad now. Y'all know my dad. My dad ain't letting nothing go under the radar. If I didn't step with my punches, he's stopping it. If I'm looping the shot, so on and so forth. So when it comes to you, Tiger, do you think that the training that you received from Clint, I know you work with Sappho as well, and a couple of other coaches, seeing me come up, seeing Terrell Gosha come up, all those guys, do you think that kind of it helped you mature quicker as a fighter and learn quicker as a fighter and to be prepared for going to the Olympic Games?
Yeah, definitely. When I first started, I came to Clint when I was 7 years old. And when I first got there, Raynell Williams was there, Zeddy Adams was already there. Like, it was already national champions that was already there. And Raynell was already on his road to 08 Olympics already. And man, Clint was tough on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even want to, like my first week, after like my first couple of days, I ain't even want to come back no more. Like how mean he was and how tough that gym was, you know what I mean? So me being in that environment and, him being real tough on me for all them years made me who I am. And, once our gym had got shut down by the city because they couldn't afford to keep paying for the center. So that's when we moved and went to Coach Sappho's gym, Bernard Sappho. And, we was training for my first Golden Gloves. And Clint had got sick. He died in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And then, I didn't know if I was out of it. Like, I ain't even want to go to the Golden Gloves no more. Mm-hmm. But, Sappho kept me in and he trained me. And at that time, that's when Sappho became like my main coach. Mm-hmm. And, did my first Golden Gloves and, just kept the journey going.
And I heard you train for a couple of big tournaments at home as well, like in your garage. Is that right?
No, at one point we didn't have a gym to go to. It was pretty bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But
so I was at that able point, to. Where were you doing your training?
Say it again.
At that point, where were you training at?
I was just training at home, man. I wasn't even really training, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was gonna do, mm-hmm. But I bounced back and kept it going. So, but right before Clint died, he told me that he wanted to see me go to the Olympics, get a gold medal, and see me go pro. Mm-hmm. So I just kept that dream alive and just living on to his promise.
Absolutely. Well, listen, man, I love this team.
Yeah.
I love the numbers that I heard. I love the experience that I heard. I think from where I'm sitting at, I don't remember the 2016 right off of the top. I do know the 12 team and of course 08 and some previous teams, but it sounds like a lot of experience on this 2020, 2021 team, which is something that is rare for the U.S. team going into the Olympic Games. A lot of times we're young. How old are you, Tiger? 23? How old are you?
22.
22. Yeah, a lot of guys are 22. Keyshawn said, man, I was 19 fighting a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm 23 now. It's time for me to get mine. You know what I mean? So going into the games, I feel like it sounds to me like we're prepared going into the games. I met Coach. Coach is a coach from Ireland. But he's got a lot of international experience, and they brought him in basically to take the teams to another level. I think he started with the 16 team, and now he's here with this team as well. So you guys look and sound great. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, ladies, can we get the ladies back? Because I know I feel like they about to represent and just tear the house down in a big way, and tear the house down.
Well, they definitely did in 16. So yeah. Why not expect more?
Keep it rolling.
Ladies, what's y'all projection? What are y'all expecting when y'all go to the Olympic Games this year? Y'all expecting to come home with all golds? Is it somebody over there? Y'all like, if I get past this one lady, I'm good to go. Like, what's it looking like for y'all?
Well, for me, I would say I lost to first year I was on the team. I fought the China world champion. So I'm looking forward to get my revenge with China and also Russia. Russia have multiple people in their weight classes because what they do is they fight and then they get tested for drugs, then they'll get gone, then they'll get to bring another one in. If she'll get tested for drugs, she'll get caught, then they'll bring another one in. So, I can't really study Russia, but I feel like they all fight kind of the same. So, I'm gonna just study my opponents, keep my game plan, listen to my coaches and the song.
Yeah, Oshae, you train out with Charles Conwell.
Yes, he's training at my boxing gym in Toledo, Ohio, Soul City boxing gym.
Obviously, he's an Olympian. Did he give you any kind of tips as you go into it?
He actually said where he felt like he messed up was he went there and he let all the other people get into his head, but in reality he didn't listen to his coach of how he got there, how he got on the team. So you really don't want to let people change you. You want to take from everybody, and everybody got different experience. You want to take from everybody, but at the same time, you want to stay, you feel me, yourself, because that's how you got there.
True.
Oshae, I'm gonna keep you on. The team right now that we got, I know y'all all staying in separate rooms until y'all get out there to Japan. But how tight would you say the team is collectively? Are y'all tight? Y'all rocking with each other, or anybody is the standoff? Y'all tight?
For sure. I feel like this team right here, I heard rumors from the other teams or whatever, but that's really not my business. But I know this team right here, we family, we click, you feel me? We don't go. Like we every tournament we at, everybody's screaming for the top of their lungs, let's go. It's so emotional. When you feel somebody, when you watching somebody in the ring that you love, you care about, your emotions, you just nervous, you more nervous than them. So it's just like, these boys and girls are my family for the last 4 years. You feel me? It's been a rocky road, but we all came back. It was meant to be. This the team.
That's how Sean feels when he watched Demetrius Andre fight.
I do, man. I'll be on the edge of my seat. What you doing? That's my guy. Yeah, and let's speak to that real quick. I had got some information. I want everybody who watches this podcast to understand that before, I don't know when the final decision was made, but essentially we were only sending 4 Olympians to the Olympic Games. There's Oshae, is there 13 positions? 13 spots?
It's 9. It's 9 people that we got.
I know we got 9 going, but are there 13 weight classes?
I think it's
altogether?
12. Is it 12, y'all? I think it's 7 boys and 5 girls. I think it's 12.
12 altogether. And out of the 12, we were only taking 4. And that was because of this pandemic. They started to cancel qualifiers and things like that. And I don't know what happened, but they said, all right, because we've canceled all the qualifiers, we're going to go on the international point system based on 2018, 2019, and 2020, even though that really wasn't a year that was an active year at all. So we fortunately were able to get 9 out of the 12 going.
It's
to
unfortunate,
the games.
we had to miss out on some guys making the team, like Raheem Gonzalez.
Raheem.
Just wanted to shout him out during this. It's too bad we couldn't get him to go over there. I know there's reasons for that, but yeah, I'm just happy that we're able to get the 9 fighters that are able to go over there. So,
Bruce Carrington too. We missed Bruce Carrington.
Oh yeah,
he didn't get the chance. Yep.
I'm actually gonna have I contacted Raheem to have him come on the show as well, but I'm gonna have Bruce come on right when we get off with y'all, because even though he's not an Olympian and he's not going to the games, I do know that who replaced him.
He did. I don't think he had enough points. Nobody replaced him though.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody replaced him. Yeah. So I said, Bruce, you the guy. I know what your ambitions were as it pertains to the Olympic Games. So I'm interviewing the Olympic team, and I want you to come on too. So actually, with that being said, we want to say good luck to y'all. We want to say God bless y'all. Keep rocking with each other. Stay a family, because when y'all go to Japan, all y'all got is yourselves. Yell for each other, motivate each other, inspire each other, and have each other's back. And please, when I saw y'all over there in California, please bring some medals home. That's all I want is some medals. Bring USA some medals back, please.
USA, baby. Much love to all of you guys, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, for sure, Sean.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean, we're going to bring back some golds. All
Yeah.
golds.
Yeah.
Hell
That's right, Troy.
Definitely.
Hey Sean.
Yeah.
Hey Sean, you gotta come to my parade, man.
Oh man, I'm there. I like that. I ain't getting did Terrell get the parade?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he
I
said
think
And we're stopping at Slyman's because Hot Sauce Williams is closed.
Right.
We'll hit some spots.
Holla at me, let me know, man, and I'm there. We there, Porterway there.
For sure, man. I appreciate it.
Last thing I got for y'all, beyond all that is stay focused. As told by Charles Conwell, he lets some outside noise get in his head and kind of interrupt his program. Stick with the program, stay focused, and stay sharp, and bring some medals home. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Go, baby.
Thank you, Sean.
So there you have it. That's the Olympic team. I'm glad we was able to do that with them
That's
today.
beautiful.
No doubt.
It's an honor to interview the Olympic team.
Absolutely. Actually, Ring City contacted me as well and said, "Hey, did you have any ideas about interviewing the Olympic team?" I said,
Matter of fact.
absolutely, I did. And they said, "Well, we like, what can we do for you?" You know, so moving forward, anything y'all want to, obviously y'all can connect or keep up with the Olympic Games as well as the Olympic team through NBC Olympics. The hours are gonna be crazy as they always are. Fight through it because we got 9 amazing people going over there, and we got 9 medals coming back. I don't know if they're gonna be gold, silver, or bronze, but we got 9
of them.
We got 9 medals coming back, and I can't tell you the last time we had 9 medals come back to U.S. soil.
Might have been when this dude was on the team.
Maybe, yeah, 88 team.
Yeah, 84 team.
84 team.
That's supposed to be one of the legendary teams.
Yeah. So anything y'all want, y'all can also keep up with the Olympic Games through Ring City. Yeah. Ring City USA is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and the website ringcityusa.com. That's how you can keep up with the Olympic team outside of obviously the broadcast that I will be a part of.
I was gonna say, Barry in the lead there. You'll be calling the action.
Yeah, I'll be calling the action. I don't know if I'm gonna be wearing suits. I don't know yet. They didn't. I haven't been told.
You'll be calling the Olympics?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. I won't be over there in Japan. I'll be.
You need a towel guy in between sets?
No, I'm good.
You
I
good,
think
champ?
I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. They got me flying
I got the skill
into
set.
Sanford, Connecticut soon, and we'll start getting the broadcast going. July 21st is when the game starts. It's when boxing starts. So.
Who's your squad there? You got name drops?
No, I don't. I mean,
squad?
I don't. I've been getting so many emails.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It's Carson, isn't it? You just put it on the low.
I'll be supporting from here, as always.
All right, so that's the Olympic team.
Wait, we got. I just want, support them though, guys.
Yeah.
Support them because we like to talk about the U.S. amateur system is, but we got to support them.
Yeah,
we
and
gotta
they're
watch,
next.
Yeah,
they're next. Y'all watch Errol Spence Jr. Y'all watch Lomachenko. Y'all watch Alexander Usyk. Y'all watch Deontay Wilder, Shawn Porter, Gary Russell. I thought you went.
I was starting to. But you were cooking
Gary Russell.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest names.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather was a silver medalist, I believe.
Bronze
medalist.
Andre Ward.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like the who's of boxing at the elite world championship professional level usually are the elite at the Olympic level as well. So
absolutely,
if y'all want to see what's next, tune in July 21st all the way up until I believe August 7th is when the Olympic Games commence.
And the best athlete on the planet, Simone Biles.
Pound for pound, you think?
I think she might be, even take out pound for pound, she might just be flat out the best athlete in the world right now.
Hey.
Yeah. Right. Gymnastics, also an Ohio native, I think. She might be from Cleveland. I might be projecting.
Oh, now,
but,
okay.
But I think she's like Cleveland or Columbus or maybe Texas. Like she maybe moved one way or the other. But yeah, check out and some exciting track athletes, Kari Richardson. But yeah, no, it should be fun. The Olympics are always fun. The Olympics are one of those. They're one of those events where you end up watching something that you weren't a fan of before, and then afterwards, I remember watching the Olympics as a kid, and I was like, I could probably bobsled.
Yeah.
They all sitting there like,
I knew bobsled.
You're watching that and you're just like,
that's the sport exactly I thought of.
Yeah, because you're like, hey, I could probably do that.
Gymnastics.
And everyone always loves curling.
Yeah.
Like that's just a hilarious time.
For me, it's gymnastics and the swimming. For some reason, the big swim meets, they always get me. And then the gymnastics.
Apollo Anton Ono, speed skating. He used to get buck wild out there. He was dusting people back then.
Met him back in the day in Colorado.
Yeah. So tune in, should be a good time.
Yeah. So that's the Olympic team. Tune in and support those guys. NBC
and girls.
Olympics. All right. So we were talking to the Olympic team, and we were finishing up everything with them, and I think it was just a little bittersweet because we were getting into how we don't have 13 representatives going to the U.S.
with the U.S. team.
Going to the Olympics because of qualifying and all that kind of stuff. And who we got coming to the podcast now, Brooklyn native, a young man that I've been knowing for a long time.
Where's Brooklyn at? Where's Brooklyn at?
Welcome to the Porterweight Podcast. Bruce Carrington, what's going on, boss?
Thank you for having me.
Do you have as much money as your name would?
It is a very wealthy name.
That's a wealthy name, right?
When you said that, I wish.
I wish I
got money.
Yeah, but I'm working towards it though.
Yeah. So we were talking to the Olympic team, and I told them they didn't even know. I don't think they knew that we knew each other, whatever. But Oshae had mentioned you, and she said, unfortunately, we don't have Bruce Carrington going. And I said, well, funny you say that because I'm going to have him on right as soon as I get you guys off. So I just thought it was fitting, man. When I met you, you were a young kid running around in Brooklyn at the fights, and you just wanted to be around everybody, be around boxing. You weren't really promoting yourself. You just was around, you know what I mean? You and your dad. And my dad, of course, took a liking to you and your dad, and we kind of grew, our friendship grew from there. And let's start from the beginning real quickly from you. What age were you when you started boxing?
I started boxing when I was 7 years old.
Okay.
7 years I started out boxing.
Okay. So 7, you could start competing at 8. And when did you make it a goal of yours to become an Olympian?
Well, I would say possibly around when I was like 8 or 9 years old that I wanted to be an Olympian, because I started out boxing at the Star City Boxing Club, which produced fighters such as Daniel Jacobs, Saddam Ali, Luis Collazo, me coming up in a gym with them type of guys, especially Saddam Ali when he did the Olympics in 2008.
Right.
That became a goal for me, because he was also striving to get on the Olympic team around that time as well. And, it was something that I really wanted to work forward to. But once I saw them, striving for that, it was very inspirational for me.
And how old were you when we met? You think?
I'm 24 now. I was about 17.
Yeah.
It was like, because I was always at the fights and stuff when you was fighting in the Barclays Center. And then, for fight week, they had the press conferences, the media workouts and stuff like that I would pop
everything.
up.
Everything.
Yeah. So me and my dad was always go there. And, I always liked you as a fighter and everything like that anyway. You was always someone that I had always favored and liked as a fighter. So it was like, something for me to, be happy about whenever, you was fighting in your Barclays or just out in New York enjoying the fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was always a good time bumping into you.
You were just pulling up on people like Shannon Briggs. You were just
no, he was
it's just a Brooklyn thing.
Just like it's a Brooklyn thing.
Is Shannon Briggs from Brooklyn?
He is from Brownsville.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. See,
what part of Brooklyn you from, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Home of plenty champions: Mike Tyson, Zab Judah, Shannon Briggs,
Riddick
Bowe, Daniel Jacobs. The list goes on, man.
To beat the dog out of
don't say all that. It wasn't. It's not true. It's not true. but just so here's the thing. So I started meeting Bruce, and we bumping in each other, all of these different fights. Now I'm just attending fights, and I'm still seeing them and all this and that. And of course, the name's a little unique. The name's a little different for me, right? So I mess around and talking to somebody at the U.S. Championships, and they said, "Oh, Bruce Carrington won," and like immediately I was like,
"You're like the accountant."
Now I was like,
Hey, that's a good professional name if you go pro. The
accountant.
That is
I
hot.
said, no, we gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah,
but
good.
so I was like, I know that name. Who is that? Da, da, da. And I was like, oh, the young kid from New York. So I'm like, all right, so he's doing his thing, right? And then of course my dad goes down to, was it the Olympic trials he saw you at? Yeah. And he comes home and he tells me that he saw you at the Olympic trials, and y'all had a minute to speak and all that. Told me that how you had done at the trials. And I swear to God, I was like, my man is doing it. So of course, when I go out there to Cali to meet with y'all and all that, I start finding out all the bad news, and I'm just like, all right, go in there, be positive with everybody. Just tell them that it don't matter. Stay focused, keep training, stay prepared to go to the Olympics and all this and that. And unfortunately, it didn't happen for you. I think that you were living that dream, and I think that you brought myself and my dad. I'll speak for my dad as well. You brought us into your dream, and we were really looking forward to the things that you were going to do at the Olympic Games. I don't know everybody that's on the Olympic team. Of course, I have information and all that now, but from the guys that I do know, everybody is solid. And I was looking forward to everybody coming back with some medals. And I had a feeling that you would too. It's unfortunate that you can't make it to the games. Not just not enough points, right? Not enough international points.
Well, for me, it was basically that much because I also wasn't the weight class that I'm at right now. Back in 2019, they basically took the points from 2019, being that there were no qualifying events in 2020 and 2021. And so I was on 25, and they took the number one guy that was number one at the time.
Got you. Yeah. So, but with that being said, it's always a blessing that comes with after the storm. So
one door closes, another door opens.
Absolutely. My man has a door that opened up really wide for him. Why don't you introduce that, announce that to the Porterway podcast?
Well, I will be having my pro debut, my first fight, and under the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder 3 undercard.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Congrats to you, man.
Mobile Arena.
Yeah. Have you signed with anyone, or you just gonna be fighting?
I have not signed with anyone. You guys just see me fighting.
You got the two biggest dogs watching you ringside, PBC and
Shawn Porter Promotions.
You do your thing. It's gonna be a bidding war breaking out ringside.
A big blessing, man. And it's plus me fighting on the card like that. I have, it's the type of eyes that's gonna be watching me. Because the same type of people that's gonna be there. It's just a huge blessing from God, and it's just my opportunity to just make sure that I put in that work and make sure I perform well.
Yeah, take advantage of it.
And last thing, like you said, where you come from, I mean, all of the names that you listed, and even Saddam Ali, who was a 2008 representative of the Olympic team,
was amazing amateur when he was the world kid.
Absolutely.
He won like every tournament.
Yeah.
Big inspiration for me. He was one like him. I would say like I had a few guys that was my favorites around that time in the amateurs, but him and Danny Jacobs, like World Kid Ali and Danny Jacobs, those were my favorite fighters coming up, especially from guys from New York, taking over New York tournaments, Golden Gloves, watching them, and then they're going to national tournaments and doing their thing. So those guys were really big for me to, walk up behind and try to follow their footsteps.
Yeah, like we got them Instagram start. The World Kid, he was the king of MySpace.
Wow,
unreal.
Yeah. So, but we were kicking it with Tiger earlier and talking about where he comes from. I think he was 7 years old when I first met him. 6 years old when I first met him. Wasn't even able to box yet. Raynell Williams from back home in Cleveland. I mean, the list goes on. Mickey Bay, Terrell Gaucher, Charles Conwell. We all really did. We're all from this one little area from Cleveland, and it's like it just produces athletes. It produces talent, specifically in boxing. And so there's no doubt we're introducing one of the next world champions of the future to the Porterway podcast right now. So just wanted to thank you for taking a little bit of time and getting on with us and making that announcement. I want everybody to continue to look out for Bruce Carrington. He's making his debut. You more than likely are not going to see him on fight night during the telecast of Wilder Fury 3.
But just know he did what he had to do.
But just know he did what he had to do. I'm sure you're gonna see the highlights. Bruce does the thing.
Right.
We might get to catch it on streaming.
Yeah,
you know, they stream the very, very early fights. It might not make the pay-per-view, but
you ain't gonna be on TV. You ain't gonna be on TV.
I know that for a fact.
Did you decide on a nickname?
Yeah, I'm on the laptop.
I feel like the accountant, like your money.
What is you got a nickname?
Everybody calls me Shushu. To be honest, this is my nickname, Shushu.
That's your nickname.
I mean,
you might have to go with Carson's.
Well, to be honest, it's a baby name. My parents called me that, and my dad had called me that around everybody. And I was the boxing, gym, and it just caught on like wildfire. It's unique, and it has a Egyptian meaning, the one who rises above all. So,
nice.
So yeah, I took it in.
Boom. You
That's
can't,
cool. I mean, the
you can't
accountant's
leave that
cool
behind.
too, but yeah.
Like he's salty. He like
No, I was gonna say when we popped on, I was thinking Bruce. So he's got the
Yeah.
double word there, but no.
Hey, what about your gear? You wearing Havoc? You supporting Andre or?
I'm figuring that out as of right now. Still,
Yeah.
I'm figuring that out. But I'm to be honest, I'm just ready to just whatever I wear. I don't care what it is. I'm just ready to perform and just do what I got to do.
Hey,
what can they expect from your style?
Hold on. Quick story. Now I'm gonna let you tell that. But quick story. My debut, I didn't have any gear going down to Maryland for my debut, right?
Yeah.
And my dad, week of, he called Dre so that Dre could have some Havoc gear made for me, right?
Yeah.
And my dad said, he said, take some of your amateur gear just in case, right?
Right.
I didn't give a damn. I just wanted to have my debut. I just wanted to do my thing, right?
Yeah.
And so we get there, and my dad gets off the phone with Dre. He like, man, he talking about driving it in the same day. You might as well just take your amateur gear. I'm like, all right, whatever. And my dad wanted me, want me to look good, all this and that. I didn't care. Dre shows up in the locker room with my Havoc gear for my debut. So, but that's how it goes for some of us, man. We locked and loaded, ready to roll. So
right, all the time. We don't put all that work in, like just to outfits don't. At the end of the day, it's not gonna really matter. I'm trying to perform, make sure I do what I gotta do, step in that ring and go to work. That's as simple as that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll have something most likely to look good and know.
You from New York and you're gonna come to the ring looking good.
Hey,
There's no doubt about
speaking of New York, who's your Mount Rushmore New York rappers of all time?
Ooh, okay. Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, 50.
Okay.
Oh, you put 50 in there.
Yeah, 50 had hits. 50 had a crazy run.
50's a fave for me.
Nice. I wasn't expecting 50. All right, cool.
50's a fave for me. Personally.
Hey, and then back to Shawn Zittel's question. What can everybody, once they do start to see you on TV, whether that's Fox, whether that's ESPN, wherever you land,
Ring City, U.S.A.
What should we see from Bruce Carrington? Shoot.
Oh well, I'm a what you call a boxer puncher. I like to dissect my opponents. Like I'm the type of guy, like, it takes me like probably like a round and maybe a round and a half to really figure my opponent out. But once that happens, I adjust. I'm a person that adjusts through anything. And, I like to make sure, I just put on a crowd pleasing performance.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're looking forward to it, man. God bless you. Congratulations on turning pro, making that debut. I'm gonna tell you, like I tell all the young guys when they turn pro, stay healthy and stay focused.
Yeah, big time. I would like to. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah, Shawn's from Brooklyn.
Oh, you from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
What part you from?
He is and he ain't. He is.
Okay. All right, Bensonhurst. All right.
He mostly
Forget
is.
about it. No,
Yeah. No, most definitely.
Hey, we ain't got fighters like Brownsville, so.
But anybody, all of you that's watching everything, I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, Bruce_Carrington, and tune into my documentary that I have out. That's on Brownsville Born. It's called Brownsville Born. It's on brownsvilleborn.com. It's basically, just crash course of my life, who I am, and it's something that I feel like anybody that watches it will fall in love with.
Nice.
He's from Brownsville. He never ran. He never will.
Yeah. All right, Bruce. Good luck, my man. God bless you. See you soon.
Take it easy.
Well, that's Bruce Carrington.
Sorry, Shawn. Brooklyn was in that. Y'all get
When his credentials got pressed, he said, "Hey, forget about it." I was like, "Oh, what on earth?"
Listen, man, you could have went all day and all night with that, man. I'd have had to back it up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But
spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Yeah, that's Bruce Carrington, unofficial member of the 2020/2021 Olympic team, U.S. Olympic team, making his debut. I've been keeping in contact with him for a minute now, and hurt my heart when I found out that he wasn't gonna be on the team. So I hit him up, and he had high spirits when I spoke to him, and I could tell that he knew. Like I don't know if y'all can tell right there, but he's a very ambitious young kid.
He has some it factor.
Yeah. And so I think he understood, like, okay, the Olympics is going. What's next? He didn't hang his head low. Next thing I talked to him a couple weeks later, he like, got you heard my big news? I'm like, no. Hits me up. He's like, man, I'm making my debut on the Wilder Fury, and I'm like, man, that's what's happening. Yeah. So
it's all about every fighter and every person's gonna deal with adversity. It's all about just seeing ahead of it, and obviously he saw ahead of it. So big debut coming up.
Quote I like to think that I came up with. I hope I did.
No chance you did, but go ahead.
Adversity makes a champion.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
not an original thought, but a true one.
And not like that. I don't know.
Should we cut that out?
No, it's in there, and that's
I thought I was hitting y'all with something.
And it's gonna be on the banner. It's gonna be on the banner next week. But
adversity makes a champion.
That's right.
We all got to go through something, and the ones that are willing to fight through whatever. I'm not gonna get too heavy right now, but the thing that I love most about boxing is that it really equates to anything in life. Boxing really is life. We had the one young lady on the podcast who is representing WCAP. She's in the Army. She's a soldier. Like boxers are soldiers, So I like to think that in the sporting world, boxers are the closest thing you can get to being a soldier. So.
I mean, you talked about just on the team in general. Ginny Fuchs, she's been very open. She deals with OCD.
Yeah.
She's very open with dealing with mental health.
That Howard Hughes, right? Like Howard Hughes in the Aviator.
That's just another thing that is, like you said, adversity makes champions. It's a very exciting team. And then you had, Bruce kind of into that group. And it's a fun bunch of
And I'm sure after this Olympic Games, we can look forward to a lot of the young ladies and gentlemen we had on tonight.
That aren't already pro.
I just realized that hat was for the show, wasn't it?
Yeah, one with the U.S. soccer. Yeah, one with the U.S. soccer hat.
I'm slow.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I used to have one of those.
Nice touch, Carson.
Yeah, one with the U.S. soccer hat.
Yeah. So
I should have wore something USA.
No, you got the.
Can we have them on next week just so I could put something USA?
You got the Brenagh Whitaker. You got the flash it for whoever's from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But listen, to wrap up this episode, that is the Olympic team. Look for those guys and women.
So obviously walkout songs. If you're walking out for the Olympics, what would be like easy. What would be your what? I don't know if we might have the same.
You gotta go Ray Charles, America the Beautiful.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know.
I feel like even though it didn't end well, I feel like you come out James Brown, Living in America.
Oh, you mean like a U.S. type?
Yeah, like if you're coming out of the Olympics, they let you choose a song. Living in a like Apollo. Apollo obviously didn't end all too well for him.
I don't know. I have an answer for you next week.
Okay.
How about that?
Look forward to it.
I don't know when this episode is gonna drop, so I don't know when y'all are gonna see this. You probably will see it right before the Olympics.
Dipset anthem.
Get going. I don't know nothing about the Dipset anthem, but damn, like you can't distract me when I'm trying to close this.
Go ahead,
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
We'll talk to you next week.
Shout out to Ring City, USA. They wanted to. They actually hit me up and said, "Hey, you thinking of doing anything with the Olympic Games, or the Olympic team?" So we put this together real quick. If y'all want to keep up with the Olympic team beyond the Olympic Games that are on NBC, you can keep up with them through Ring City, USA, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter,
and the website,
ringcityusa.com. Go ahead and do it. That's it. We out.
The Porter Way.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's.
This is the Porter Way Podcast. This is Anthony Brenagh, and this is Carson Merk. Tell them what to do.
Hey, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms.
Subscribe.
I'm from Louisiana. I'll talk with a B. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do it.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Porter Way Podcast.
You're already here.
Hey, this is our outro. We're going to do it how we want to.
I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.